Hi, I'm Fabian from Physio by Design, and in this session we're going to go through an introduction to Pilates. So we're going to try to loosen up our joints, then we're going to start to activate the appropriate muscles. So what we need to do is we need to either find the floor or a bed. Firm surface makes a big difference. However, on a bed, it is still you're still able to do that on the bed. It's just going to be a little bit harder. So don't stress, because generally speaking, when you're doing this, it's usually when you've got quite a lot of pain or you're just starting out. So at this point in time, find something that you can lie down on. So what we're going to do is just lying down. I always like to start off loosening off the hips and the lower back. So we're going to just get the shoulders down and back, chin just gently tucked. Now when you do this, you don't want to tighten up really hard. It's just a very gentle little nod. You're going to feel as if someone's just gently strangling you. It's very gentle tightening in the throat. Shoulders down and back. We're going to get a slight little arch in the lower back, ever so slight, and then we're just going to draw that belly button into the tummy, and that's going to push the lower back down towards the ground. Knees bent, and we're just going to rock those knees side to side. Nice and gentle, taking your time. It's not a race. Now you can get that pelvis rocking side to side, the feet rock off. The aim is to try to get the thighs flat against the ground. If the shoulders lift up at this point in time, that's okay. As you get better, you should be able to keep those shoulders down. If you can't get your knees or your thighs flat against the ground, that's okay. You're just going through the motions and just go through as far as you can go without any pain. Now the timing of this, there's no time, it's just as long as you feel nice and loose. Once you feel quite loose and you can get your knees to the ground, that's good. You can move on to the next. So we can go bring the knee to your chest, and we're just going to slowly bring that side to side. So from shoulder to shoulder. Now again, if you're getting any pain, don't go through it, so just go as far as you can go. If that's irritating you, then just don't do it. If there's no pain, then we're aiming to get that thigh as close to the chest as you can. And as a result, when you bring it up high to the chest, you're going to feel that lower back flatten, and that's where we start to get that range in the pelvis. So the first part's the hip, then the pelvis, and then as we get a bit further, we're going to get that lower back lifting as well, getting that little bit of flexion extension. Now do that for both legs. If you don't have any pain while doing it, then we can sort of progress to the two-legged, which is a lot more efficient. And again, you're just sort of going up and down, and you can see how the lower back is rising up. So we're getting the hips, we're getting the range out of the hips, then the pelvis, and then it's lower back lifting up. And again, just go through the motions. You should want to loosen off. That's the aim of the game. Shoulders down and back. So once you finish this, we're going to go into a little bit of gentle movement. So we're going to go single bent knee fall out. So drawing that belly button in, shoulders down and back, chin tucked. Breathing in as we lower that leg down. And going the opposite direction, we're alternating. Now the aim of this is to really try to work on keeping that pelvis nice and flat. Don't let the twist happen. Don't let the opposite leg come in or fall out. You want to keep it nice and straight. So this is a nice easy exercise. It shouldn't feel too hard. All this is really doing is trying to open up the inner thigh, so we're going to get a nice sort of stretching sensation. Now remember, when you're moving, think about it as if you're moving in thick, oozy mud. Alright, so now we can progress into a single leg extension. So we're just going to bring the knee up to your chest and push out, pointing the toe, back in, and we can just keep on going in and out. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So we can just slow this right down. Get that little bit of a pause at the end of range. If you want to make this a little bit harder, by all means, we just make it slightly quicker, but again, we're going to control it. Changing legs, breathing in, breathing out. Now if you're getting any pain in the lower back, then just don't extend the leg out as far. And again, having the leg up a little bit higher will help. Otherwise, as you get better, you want to just drag that leg just off the ground. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next. So bring that leg back, and now we're going to do a single leg circle. So extend the leg, turn the toe out, so pointing the toes and rotate the hip out. And we're just going to go and do some little circles. Keeping that tummy nice and drawn in. We're going to keep a very gentle arch in the lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in as we come all the way up, breathing out as we're going down and around. And then reverse, breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, out, out. You'll start to feel that this is not a circle initially because it will be quite cogwheely, but as you get better you'll be able to do a nice smooth circle. You're going to feel it in the inner thigh and the outer thigh. Changing, point the toe, turning out, drawing that belly button in, shoulders down back, chin tucked, and going nice and smooth. Now when you're doing this, try to stabilise yourself, so put that weight on that thigh, that foot, put the weight on the heel, toe, stabilise yourself so that hip will tighten up. If you don't, you'll start to find yourself wiggling around. So it's all about keeping that whole torso and that pelvis nice and stable. And reverse. So this is a great little starting point. It's just good to see and feel how this goes with your body. Now it's only a couple of exercises, but again you can make them as easy as hard as you like by going a little bit longer. So go through the motions, don't go through any pain. The time it takes is you just want to feel the muscles working a little bit hard. So you don't want to feel fatigued where the muscles are shaking, you just want to feel as if those muscles are getting a little bit tired. Once that feels tired, have a rest or change to the other leg. So go through the motions as I said, and if you have any concerns, give me a call either on the mobile or on the Facebook, and I'll sort of get back to you as soon as possible. Alright, keep it up and we'll catch up with you with the second session.